Hey everybody, it's your girl Millichun, and I am here today with KeKe Jabbar from Love and Marriage Huntsville from Alabama A&M. And we're just gonna have a conversation today. And let me say this: you are a very hard woman to keep up with,
Tell
right?
me about it.
you, we have text, call, missed call, everything,
Right.
but
I
it
can keep
all works.
myself. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but it all works out because we're here together now, so that's all that matters.
Yes, and I'm excited
So
to be here with you.
I am so
Thank you
happy
for
you're
having
here.
me.
I am. I really am. You're like one of my favorite reality TV people,
Thank you,
and
Millichun.
yeah, I like what you bring. I think you're fresh and everything to the show, and you bring like an honesty to the show too. In certain,
Mhm.
in situations. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about. But I'm just really glad to see you. So we'll get into it. I remember we talked earlier, and this is just some personal stuff. We talked earlier, and you were talking about writing, podcast, and things of that nature. Like, how is that going for you right now?
Well, as far as the writing, I've actually completed one of my books. It's only a children's book, and the
Okay.
illustrator and I are working on things like the editing and the pagination.
Okay.
Once we get that, down, then we'll move straight into publishing.
That's fantastic.
And
Are
that's
you
coming
very
up soon on the chopping block.
so what is your book about?
Well, it's a book about little girls and their mummies, right? Uh
Oh, okay.
Little girls admire their moms so much. So
Right.
I kind of notice how my daughter hangs on to every word that I say. I get
Mm-hmm.
dressing up trying to look like me, just trying to be like me.
Right.
And we are our daughter's first image of what a woman looks like. So
Right.
sorry about that. What I attempted to do was to write a book showing how all of the self-esteem that we have really comes from our moms first,
Right.
and how we need to mirror that self-esteem back into them from us.
Okay.
So it's just a book about the daughter, excuse me, about the daughter kind of watching her mom, and they go on this special day together. And as the mom notices the daughter watching her, she starts to feed, beauty back into her. You see your curly, beautiful hair, and tells her how
Okay.
her hair is so beautiful. And it pretty much expounds on that.
That is so amazing. And what's the name of the book?
It's called shoot. Name of my book. It's
I
not.
get it.
I changed the topic a couple of times, but the final topic that a special day to glow up. That's the final topic that I went with. A
A
special day.
special day. A special day to grow up. That
No,
is so
glow
cute.
up to glow up.
Oh, okay. A special day to glow up.
Yes.
That is so cute. Hey, Ashley. That is so cute. I love that.
Thank you. At first it was like mommy and me, and then it was like a special day with mommy, but I changed it to a special day to glow up.
Well, definitely get it done. It's a great feeling to have your literature, have your name out there. I think that's great.
I
So that's good for you.
thank you.
Have you ever thought about I know when we talked about it, that's why I brought it up. Have you ever thought about just doing a book about everything you've gone through? Because we're going to talk about it, like with the situation with Tisha, Marcel, and when you had that conversation with Mel. Have you ever thought about writing a book about that? I think that would be helpful.
I have thought about writing a book about my life's experiences. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I had not thought to write a book about including them, because at that point in time, that was not a part of my life
Oh
experiences.
no, I don't mean to
But
include
now,
them. I mean about the situation
yeah,
that they
yeah,
talked about.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. That will be included.
Okay.
That will probably be one of the big parts that will be focused on, because I want to get it out there to the public. I want people to be aware,
Yeah.
and that people who are dealing with the situation currently, people who have family members who are dealing with it, and people who are dealing with it, um, through friends or family or in any kind of way. All of us are touched by addiction in some kind of way. All of us.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
for anyone, I want to make it that broad scope kind of thing where anyone can take something from it.
Okay. Well, I just want to let you know I'm so glad to see you going to be a cast member.
Yes, thank you.
That was a great and welcome surprise.
Right.
So we are happy to see KeKe this season,
Yeah.
right? So how is this, because clearly you've been filming and y'all
Mhm.
are pausing right now, right?
Yes, we're on a break right now.
So how has it been making that differentiation from just showing up a cameo, cousin of, to a permanent cast member?
Um, you know what? Honestly, it's been pretty much the same.
Okay.
The only difference is the frequency. I film, just about every day
I
versus,
know. I
once a
know.
week or,
I know.
once. So the frequency definitely changes things
Yeah.
because now where I used to have to just kind of take a day or so for it, now I have to prepare every single day for it.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
the
Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying what you're doing right now?
I am. I'm enjoying the process. This is not where this is not the stopping stage for me,
Okay. Okay.
but I don't know if a lot of people don't know, but my undergraduate degree was actually in television. I've always wanted to do television, and I didn't think it would be by way of reality TV. I
Right.
really thought that I'd maybe be a news anchor first and kind of morph my way into having my own talk show. But
Okay.
it it didn't quite work that way.
Well,
So
it works
now
out how it's
I
supposed
still
to.
have plans to go to a different platform, but I'm gonna start here and
Okay.
make the most out of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
hopefully,
got you got you got to.
people can get to see the real KeKe and see what my talents are and see what I have to bring that will follow me, into the next platform.
Well, we are ready to see that. We are ready to see the real KeKe and everything that she has to offer. Um, so, but like you said, you got to start somewhere. You know what I
Right.
mean? And this is a great start because we're gonna get to see you. So
Mhm.
if you're on anything else, if you're speaking or anything, when you come on the scene, we're gonna know this is KeKe, and we
Right.
know what she's about. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
And that's one of the main things is also always wanted to be a speaker, and I plan to get my story out there, and I plan to be a dynamic speaker. So I hope that people get to see me starting, because I truly did hit a rock bottom. I did.
Right.
I have to be honest about that. I hit a rock bottom that was devastating, but
Yeah.
I think people will see me getting to focus on recovery, and
Okay.
the fun part is what I do, get into after recovery is secure.
Well, let me ask you this: how are you feeling today? Like how are your days? Like, I'm sure you have good days, you have bad days, but how are you today?
Well, you know what? It's like when you stay busy, that's one of the things that kind of keeps your mind, moving forward.
Okay.
I of course at first I had the same kind of struggles that anyone else would have, but afterwards it's like my only down days happen when something actually happens that makes
Okay.
it day. But it's
Okay.
hard to make a down day for me because I'm up and I'm happy and I'm moving every day and I'm doing things that I really want to do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that definitely makes a difference in, how my day and how the people around you, interact with you, things like that.
Okay. Because I know with that comes maybe depression. And I
Right.
wanted to know, did you have a support system?
I
Or
definitely
do you?
I
Do
do.
you have a good support system?
Absolutely. My family, I can say, my number one support system, especially my mom. You know,
Okay.
my best friends are also my support system. You know, I have a good core group of people around who have been around me since- for some 20 plus years. You know, who
Okay.
really love and care about them some KeKe. Okay.
Right. Right.
So it's like I am blessed and fortunate to have that because a lot of people, so many people don't.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to know that because um we'll talk about Tisha and Marcel and all that, but
Mm-hmm.
Tisha and Marcel was pretty much the spearheading piece for all of this to come out
Yeah.
because it was such a big secret and it felt like they was holding it over your head. And this is no shade to Tisha or her husband,
Mm-hmm.
but this is just what we saw on television.
Right.
So like I thought that was amazing that you were talking to Mel and you finally let us know what is Marcel talking about that all Huntsville knows about.
Mm-hmm. And
You
that's
know?
the thing all of Huntsville did not know. That's it. That's what he professes, but that's not
Mhm.
at all. You know, even Melody says, well, if they all knew, if all of Huntsville knew, why did they have to tell us? Exactly.
Right. So is
They didn't know.
this does Tisha support you? Is she a part of your support system, or is this
Uh,
something that you all are growing to get back to?
I think we are trying to maybe grow to get back
Okay.
to that place where she is, and where we're a part of each other's support system. Um,
Okay.
I can't say that the last few years she has been a part. Does she support me? Yes, from afar. Yes,
Okay.
but not a part of my support system. Had she been before, I thought so. You know,
Okay.
I would love if we could grow back to the place where she is a part of my support system. But as of today, I have to say no.
So how okay, so your family, y'all on a break. So how is that dynamic with your do you all film together a lot? Because with you coming in and you being her cousin,
Mm-hmm.
I would think that this would be your main, not 100%, but at least 80% of your filming. Do you
Mm,
film with Tisha a lot?
I do film with her a lot. 80%, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Okay. And is that like how are y'all interactions? Like what can we look forward to?
Our interactions are raw, real,
Oh,
and honest.
okay.
Yeah. But also we hope to show that just like any other family, you know, I don't know why people have this thing, especially in Black family, where you don't talk about it outside of the family.
Hmm.
I disagree with that. You know, that's how Uncle Leroy has been able to molest the little girls in the family for 15 years because ain't nobody talking about it outside of the family. You know,
Right.
and I just don't. We're a family like any other family. You know, we were
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Y'all, she's just using that as an analogy.
right. Yes, I know
Okay,
what Leroy.
let's be clear.
Yeah, that's an analogy, y'all. Only thing I meant to say that. I'm sorry. Um, and I'm sorry if anybody named Leroy watching.
I know that's right. That's why girl, I was like, hold up, wait a minute, hold up.
Goodness. And just saying though, just saying. But anyway, I just feel like that's toxic and poisonous.
Right.
So if we have families like any other family, it's not like it's foreign. Why can't
Right.
we out about it? And through us, other people can learn ways to heal. Through us fighting
Correct.
in front of the TV. Yes, me and Tisha were best friends. We are first cousins, but even before that, we were best friends. A
Right.
ones, you know.
Yeah.
So, um, I had her back 100%. She had my back 100%. Where you saw KeKe, you saw Tisha. You saw Tisha, you saw KeKe. That's what it was. And now it's like I want people to see us come to a resolve and
Yes.
be able to heal from that. That's what I would like people to see.
Well,
But
let me ask.
it
Let
depends
me
on
ask
how
you
it
this.
goes.
Let me ask you this,
Mm-hmm.
because what we see, right, and what we see was the breakdown of the secret that they had or whatever, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that was because when we saw you in the beginning, like when we first was introduced to you, I don't know if it was at the Brown Girls thing or it was Tisha's graduation party.
It was the Brown Girls event.
Okay, so at the Brown Girls event, yes, y'all closer than close. You're doing that for your girls. It was
Mm-hmm.
beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then the situation comes where you feel Kimmy is talking about Tisha behind her back, and then you approach Kimmy about that.
Mm-hmm.
So you and Tisha still good at that point, right?
Well, let me say this.
Because
We
that was season 3, I
right.
think.
We were not no, we weren't really good then. We were trying to be good then. We were
Hmm.
working on trying to, come back from what you all see happen on the show. Those were
Okay.
the things that we had been trying to deal with deep down under that ended up coming out for everybody
Okay.
to be able to see. You know, in public, people saw us like that, but really behind closed doors, things were different.
So your approach to Kimmy was pretty much to show your allegiance to your cousin.
Yeah, it was to
Yeah.
support Tisha because, of course, um, it's almost like I can talk about my mom, but you can't talk about my mom.
Right.
It's almost,
Right.
you know,
Right.
to this day, just say I was to see, Tisha and somebody beefing. I'm pretty sure that my emotions would cause me to get up and jump in,
Right.
because of the feelings that I have for her. But
Exactly.
so it's like, yeah, I can do that with back and forth with her, but you can't.
Well, let me fast forward to the Christmas at Mel's.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you what I think, and then you let me know what it is or
Oh,
whatever. So I feel like when you were in there, I really don't think it was anything malicious. I feel like whatever questions you were asked, you just answered them
right.
honestly.
Yeah.
Like they were asking you, is the sky blue? Yes, it's blue. You
Mm-hmm.
know. And then I got Kimmy's situation, like, why are we talking about Tisha and Tisha's not here? But I never took it where you was
Why didn't
literally
she say that while she was there?
do what?
Why didn't she say that while she was there?
Right.
I have for her. You saw Millichun.
Okay. But my whole thing is, I felt like you were really on the up and up. You were really legit. You were just literally just answering the question. You weren't trying to be messy. You weren't
And
trying to be mean.
right.
And I was like, I can understand how Tisha's mad because now she's left out of this party. My cousin is here. We know this is going on. Now, regardless of what Kimmy says, I feel like she was talking about me behind my back. And I feel like it just went off of a feeling.
Right. And sure it went off of that for Tisha because, she kind of flipped it around on me and asked me the same thing. Like, what would you have done if I would have gone to a party that I knew this person was your enemy? She kind of, reversed it on me.
Right.
I think you might get to see that in the show. So I'm not gonna ask you that. Just know
Okay.
that that's something that I'm confronted with that I actually have to think about and answer honestly.
Right. Because I mean, if I'm answering it and if I show up and I don't know she's not there, I definitely wouldn't, and it's a camera that
Mm-hmm.
she could see later. I definitely would have treaded lightly. I will say that.
Right.
I mean, but you said that, and you and Mel have said you all were friends.
Exactly. And I had been invited to things before, and I had been invited to everything that Mel had.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of turned them down on the basis of I was nervous about what people was gonna feel if I.
Right,
And it
I understand that.
got to a point to where I was like, I'm tired of this. If she's not gonna, be worried about my feelings, why am I worried about her? That's what it came.
Yeah,
Like, for what? Why am I doing this to myself when she's not showing the same loyalty and love back to me? I've always
right.
been extremely loyal to Tisha, always. And
Yeah,
people, it's like people who know us, they know the real. And the people who are TV, they really just don't know. First of all, me and Tisha are into it all the time.
y'all
That's
into it all the time.
Yes, that's something that people in our lives have learned to overlook, because it's always gonna be some kind of fight with you. We constantly fighting in makeup, fighting makeup, so that's something that's what you all are getting kind of like a norm for us, not a norm for us in terms of it being something that bad,
Yeah.
always something that bad. But there is a lot of back and forth with us.
Well,
Less as we become adults.
I always feel like Tisha's mother and you really kind of have her back, like verbally confronting and
Yeah.
everything, because um I have said, like, not, I mean, I have an opinion about her, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know her not to like her.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I just have an opinion about what I see. So my thing is, I, Letitia's my sorority sister. So there's a
Mm-hmm.
love there for her. But my thing is, like, I just don't like the way she is portrayed on television. And I've heard you say, don't get it twisted. Tisha can rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Like, we ready to see the rah rah rah, Tisha. Because
she's I'm more rah 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 up front, but really as sweet as pie on the back end, honestly.
right,
But she's the person who has to you have to drive her to be, to get that from her.
yeah.
You have to push a lot of her buttons to get that from her.
Because I think that she just, I mean, it's no misunderstanding that she's a beautiful, smart
Absolutely.
woman, and she's a great mother.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seems like, I don't know, with that Marcel, like, he has blocked me, so.
And Mark, I
But where are you today? Like, where are you in Tisha? Where are you in Wanda? Where are you in Marcel today?
um let me think. Where is me and Wanda? You can throw that in the fire and burn it up. Where is me and Marcel still sizzling?
Oh my God.
Where is me and Tisha? We still in the skillet, but we might hop out. Never know. Just might.
Oh my goodness.
It just
Girl.
things
Cause,
go.
like, I'm thinking, like, Wanda is your aunt, right? And I'm thinking about my aunt.
It,
And there's been some times when I've said some things, like, as an adult, you know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
Like, okay, I'm grown, you grown, we got to move a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But your aunt can be a lot.
Absolutely. And my aunt, I love my aunt very much. And
Absolutely.
when she says certain things, I don't think she understands that as an aunt, saying and your niece hearing you say derogatory things about her, that's extremely hurtful.
That's hurtful.
So, as a result of her doing that, putting out these negative things about me, oh, I called her and I know I had to call back the next day and apologize because I cursed one out so bad that I was like, this is not me. You know, that it was the way that I spoke to her, it was respectful. And I had to apologize because I felt so bad because that's just not me. And I
Yeah.
shouldn't allow anybody to bring me to the point to where I'm speaking to one of my elders in that tone. I mean, it was like she was home girl down the street.
Yeah,
Seriously.
cause like when
I
y'all were
was
at the reunion, you could see the tension
mm-hmm.
because I can't remember exactly what was said, but she pointed. She said, "That's you,
Mm-hmm.
that's you." And I was like, "Wanda, come on! Like, no, don't do that right now."
Wonder is where all of the jealousy and the messiness, all of that comes from, and where it lies. All that's
Yeah,
her. She's always been that way, you know. And you want somebody to get a bone, throw it to one. She gonna pass it on along.
to
I
go pass it on.
know why she talking about get a bone, shake a bone, and stay alone. Want to get somebody a bone, get it alone. Seriously.
So I know we have to. People are here. People will be watching this, and we have to talk about the Bessemer incident, the Bessemer gathering, the
Mm.
potato gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so fast forward through all of that, and
Mm-hmm.
we get to the table where you said something, and Marcel, like, for us, when you said whatever you said, and Marcel got, grew 3 heads.
Right.
And it was like, I was like, oh, KeKe holds the secrets. So you're like our secret holder, because I know you hold the secrets. And I was like, Lord have mercy, if we get 2 more minutes, this show gonna be over.
You know what? It's like I think we all have to tread lightly because just like I hold a lot of secrets, you know, they also hold a lot of secrets, you know,
Absolutely, that your family.
right? And we're people, you know, people mess.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all hold secrets that could, you know, put a bad perception or put a bad taste in somebody's mouth or cause people's reputation to suffer because of the secrets that we might hold that we don't judge one another from because we really know that person, you know,
Right.
but
Right.
that people would judge them from. So yeah, I have secrets and so do they. That's true.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me piggyback off of that. So you film y'all on a break. Are you proud of what you've done thus far for this coming up season? Because reality TV brings out the worst. Like, it can really change your entire attitude, feeling, and
Yeah,
everything about a
you
person.
can.
So are you proud of the way you feel like you have shown yourself that we're going to see this season?
I think so. You know,
Okay.
I just it's interesting because we watch it for the first time, just like y'all to kind of see how because we know how different things went. So we want
Hmm.
they're putting them together, you know, to tell the story that they want to tell. And
Hmm.
it's I'm anticipating that. You know, I can't wait to see what kind of story they're going to tell, especially as it relates to my story.
Because, see, my request would be to speak to you after every episode,
Mhm,
because we're going to Zoom Saturday night after the episode. I've never Zoomed after an episode. I've talked about it. I Zoom with the Millie crew and everybody, and we have
mhm,
conversations. But I felt like, we are such big fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville. We got, you are here now, you know what I'm saying? Stormy and her husband are here
mhm.
now and stuff like that. So it's like, I know we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to review it, but girl, we having drinks and snacks and pajamas, and we just going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm so excited.
That sounds good.
But I think that as far as like you said, you'll be watching with us. That's
Mhm.
what I'm saying. Like, my request would be, what did they leave out? Because y'all leave so much stuff
They
out.
not out. It's so many things that you know after an episode or during the episode that I want to say, wait, that's a little different, than what
Because it's definitely pieces that your puzzle pieces
right,
that we need.
right. And so I know they do the best that they can in giving you all, what they can, uh, a 60-minute block, not even 60 minutes, because you have to, add in the advertisements, you know.
Right,
Um,
right.
but they do the best giving you as much content that they can. But
Okay.
there are still key things that have to be, discussed even further.
Girl, I am so ready for Saturday.
So,
Speaking of Saturday, so when they did the 100th episode, right, and then they
mm,
showed us the preview, and I know you can't tell me, but
mhm.
I just need a little something for that red sand pajama scene, because when you
Okay.
said what you said and Tiffany said absolutely effing not, I was like, whoa. And then Tisha is holding your face, calming you
Mm,
down. Mel has left out of the room, and Stormy is storming.
mhm.
What in the world?
Girl, whew. It was
I think that's
supposed
gonna
to
be my
be
favorite scene. I'm waiting on that.
right. It was supposed to be a relaxing type, and
What? It was supposed to be what?
it's supposed to be a relaxing type deal, and it
Okay.
ended up turning awfully toxic and hectic
Girl. Cause it was like
and crazy.
with Stormy, because Stormy's from Mississippi. I'm from
Uh,
Mississippi. And
okay.
when we get to talking too much, I mean get talking not too much, but when we get in our feelings and we get to rolling, I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Ooh, Mississippi is coming out." Like, why is she saying F you? And who is she talking to? Was she talking to you?
Oh, I don't know if I can reveal that. Um.
Okay. Because I know Tiffany was sitting over there pregnant.
Uh-huh.
Mel, and I think, and you had a lot. Were you talking to Tiffany? Uh-oh. I think her phone rung. Hey, Truty. There she goes.
Okay.
Like, were you talking to Tiffany?
Um.
Were you and her
Actually,
going back and forth?
everyone in the room was in this discussion. Actually, it wasn't one person talking to one person. It was literally every person in the room was talking at some was involved in that same discussion. So it did get hot and heated,
Yes.
and the main people who were affected or who it got to the most was definitely me, Tiffany, and Stormy.
Well, I did notice that Destiny wasn't in that room. Is she in Huntsville?
I mean, she's in Huntsville, as far as I know. I've
All
seen
right.
her.
All right.
I've seen her out and about and around. But she
Have
is.
you seen Have you seen her out and about and around on set?
Uh, yeah, but not
Okay.
in a way that you would think. But I think that'll come out. It'll come out.
Well, I'm just gonna go
Really,
and ask.
it really already has come out.
I'm about to say I'm just gonna go and ask. Is she even on the show?
I, I don't. I'm not fan with her. If she is,
All
I'm
right.
not.
Okay. Well, I feel like you being new, I feel like you should be touching on a little of everything. So, okay, I'm gonna say allegedly no.
There it is.
There it is. There it goes. Well, oh gosh, because I was like, there's no way, because it was like when it was certain things y'all were doing online, and I
Hmm.
was like, why is she not doing that? Because I'm like, I don't think she is. And then when certain stuff had come out, like I did a little thing on her, and I was like Destiny's final write up, right?
Hmm.
And I went through, and I'm not gonna just sit here and talk about everybody else because I'm talking to you, but I went through everything, and I was like, when Carlos was talking to Dustin, I think,
Hmm.
and he kind of got a little upset, and he was like, Kimmy sat there for 15 hours with no question.
Mm,
and you have a lot of questions about it. And I knew right then, I was like, this you'll find a write up. Because he
mm,
said, hopefully she'll listen to you, Dustin, the
mm-hmm.
people, and maybe she'll listen to me. So I
Mm-hmm.
was like, just to find a write up. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Um.
I'm not. I feel like she's not gonna be there. So I'm just gonna put my part out. So Destiny, I'm sorry. I don't. I don't. I just feel like that. Um. So is the tension with you and Marcel, like, how is that?
It's very tensioning. Very tensioning.
Very tensioning. Very tensioning.
I know I made up a word. Yeah, it's very.
Yeah.
um. It's there's a love-hate relationship there.
Mhm.
I love Marcel very much because he's like a brother to me. Again, Tisha and I, we were best friends, and honestly, we were like sisters too. So now I spent a lot of time with them. They spent a lot of time with. We spent a lot of time with one another. Every weekend it was our families over their house, their families over our house. We
Okay.
spent every holiday together. We were together all the time. So our families, my husband, her husband, they're like brothers, you know.
Okay.
And so it's like Marcel and I have always butted heads,
Hmm.
and we still do today. We've always been very with one another. We're still there. Marcel
Okay.
is smarter than he really is, and he thinks that I think I'm smarter than I really am.
Right.
So
So how is Kimmy doing? How is Kimmy doing?
from everything I know, she's doing well. I have not
Okay.
spoken to Kimmy, but the last time I saw her, she looked great. She was in good spirits, and she seemed to be doing pretty well.
Well, that is so good. I'm glad to know that. So how like are you do you film with mail? Because I was literally just trying to figure out like how is that going? I know we didn't see you at Martel's wine thing. Were you around for that?
There, they filmed. They filmed. I don't know. I guess cut it all out, but yeah.
So did you see Sheree and Martel? And what do you think about that?
I did see Sheree and Martell. I just think what he just got out of a very crazy divorce
Hmm.
for him to jump into another hot skillet and get into a crazy public relationship. But hey, to each his or her own. You know,
Do they look like they are like a hot topic? Do they look like what do you think
well,
is
they are
real?
a hot topic. They're definitely a hot topic. You
Do
know,
you think it's real though? Because a lot of people that's a question. Do you feel
well,
like the love is real, the situation is real? Because in the preview, he said he was going to be getting engaged this year.
oh wow,
In the preview,
I
he
didn't
said
see
if it's a lie, Martell said it.
wow in the preview, girl. You need to send me what preview you saw something different from.
Yeah, because it was
I
like
you different ones.
they
A lot of people are telling me stuff from a preview. I'm like, I haven't seen that. And they're
because
like,
they had you saying it was just like a little clip and then it went to a whole bunch of little clips where
mm-hmm.
you were standing up, you had a hat on, you was like marriage is hard, and I'm like, what is
Yeah.
KeKe talking about?
You know what? I was with Melody, and we
You
were
were with Mel.
So I do film with Mel to answer that question. Um, and while we were filming together, talking about marriage, you know, I was telling her some of the things that were going on here with me, and
Mm-hmm.
we talked about her and past relationships and current. So we're just about relationships and marriage overall.
Okay. Is she overall happy? You know what I mean? Because I feel like with I feel like it's kind of difficult. If you've ever been divorced and not on TV, if you've ever been divorced, you've had that time to separate, to move out, to be not around that person. And then it may take a year, it may take 2 years when you can kind of be cordial.
Mm-hmm.
But Mel had to go to the Lori's office and then come back and film. She had to deal with having the baby and everything he was doing at that time, and then she had to come back and film. They
Mm-hmm.
went to Vegas and all that went on. You got to come back and film. And then now, like this summer, I told her, I had talked to her, and I was like, I will never forget my birthday, this particular last year. Like, I sat on the couch my entire birthday. I ate takeout because she and Marcel were going back and forth on their stories all day. So
Mm.
it's like, even though they do that, then she has to go back and film. So I just want to know, like, is she good? Is she okay? I mean, I know she's doing all types of things,
Right. On
but I just
the
want to know
block.
she's good.
Um, Mel is in a space where she's dealing with no nonsense, no
Okay.
nonsense in, no nonsense out. She's focusing on the avenues, creating avenues and advancing avenues that lead her directly to the dreams and what she wants to pursue in life, and raising her beautiful kids and nothing more. You know,
Yeah,
that's what she's focusing on.
that's good. That's good to know. Um, So I know that there's not a lot you can tell us. I know that. But is there something that we could look out for that you could tell us? Just a little piece?
Drama.
Oh my God. You know, I really hope that. How do you feel about the show? Like, as far as what I know, you haven't seen it, but as far as you being in the environment, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like it's something that we as the viewers are really going to appreciate, something different? This is different than last season. How do you feel about it right now?
I do feel like it's different from last season because you have different dynamics. You have, beef that you haven't gotten a chance to see before. And,
Hmm.
just new dynamics overall. Yeah.
Are there people that come together that we wouldn't expect to come together?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Could you name one person in that come together? Just one person. Just name one person.
You
And
gotta
as we watch, we can put it together.
you gotta watch it.
Oh my gosh, girl. Cause like Tiffany, I have come to terms with Tiffany. Like I said, I do not know her not to like her,
Mhm.
but she does not read a room, and she just really doesn't know what's about to come out of her mouth. So I was thinking, I was like, if she's talking to KeKe and Tisha's telling KeKe to calm down, I think she's talking to KeKe. And I was like, could Stormy be talking to KeKe? I
Hmm.
was like, I know you were talking. I know you were talking to Tiffany. I know that. I know you were. I know you were. It was one point. I was like, she talking to Tiffany.
Okay.
I knew it.
Very take.
But yeah. So all the girls minus Destiny was at the red satin robe situation.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to
Okay.
where. Yep. All the girls.
Do we will we see Wanda a lot this season?
No, you won't see her a lot. You might see her some. Yeah, you'll see.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay, Key. I'm gonna go to read between all those lines.
yeah.
But I was so happy, like so happy to know that you were going to be a part of it. But I think this is my last little thing. There is something between you and Stormy, right? There's something there. There's some static, some thickness. It's something there between y'all. Am
Hmm.
I right about that?
You think it's a little something or a big something?
I feel like after the red satin robe situation, I feel like it's a big something.
Mm.
Now, I feel like it has evolved into something big. I feel like that because I mean I've never seen you with her,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not for real. But I never really because she and Tisha have a good relationship. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems
Yeah.
like I don't know. Give or take so.
I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you that there is something big. That they're has that has um uh-oh um evolved to between me and Stormy is
Okay.
big, but I'm not gonna tell you what the big.
Oh
Uh,
no, I know you're not gonna tell me the big. I
yeah,
just need that. I need that because see, I just need a point of reference as I'm watching the show.
there's something big that's gonna happen with Stormy and KeKe.
Oh wow. So KeKe, you come in there lighting it up. I love your honesty on the show. Like you I feel like I said, I feel like you're a bone collector. And I was like, if they push KeKe a little bit too far to the left, she just gonna open the closet.
Right. Everything.
And there we go.
But you know what? Normally I wouldn't be the type of person because I have a lot of because every single person I've ever been friends with, I'm still friends with to this day.
Okay.
I never lost a friend because I try my best to be a good friend.
Okay.
So um I like for all of my friends to know that their information is safe with me. And one thing I don't want to do is put a perception that if we get into an argument, I'm gonna go and spill their business. Because that's not who I am. But
Right.
you're putting stuff out there about me and trying to, insinuate other things about me. You
Right. Because they made that situation seem like it was a funny situation.
right.
They did make that seem like it was funny. Like I feel like sometimes, you just sometimes you need to be quiet. And I feel like Marcel kind of I don't think Tisha was willing to do it, but she
Right.
definitely was egged on by him.
Exactly.
If it definitely was him spearheading it.
I agree. I agree. And which
But
I feel like me and Letitia, well, our relationship was a lot if Marcel advocate of our relationship.
if he did what?
If he was
It's
an advocate,
advocate for you
mm,
all getting it together.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But
I agree with you
because
100%.
because he's an advocate for the reciprocal, um, Tisha is more
Mm,
hesitant, to agree to come to some kind of resolve. Well,
right.
my husband is like, yeah, it's all the time. Y'all gonna make up anyway, so no matter what I say.
Right.
He's not going against it though. The way I feel like Mark.
So how did you feel about them puppets on their reunion, girl? Because
You're,
my feelings were hurt.
oh, I
I
like.
didn't like that at all.
I thought it was funny as hell because I know I ain't no puppet.
But
I,
it was like I
I,
couldn't understand. I was like, why would she do that? Like, I mean, just talk to Mel and just talk to KeKe and just
mm,
tell them what it is you need to tell them. But she really did. She in her heart, real life, felt like you and Mel were conspiring against her.
right, she did, and that's crazy to me for her to ever even think that. I'm like, girl, you clearly don't know who I am because we have not been as tight for the last 3-4 years. You have completely forgotten who I am.
I really want y'all to get it back together because y'all are family and both of y'all look like sisters. Like I
Mhm.
really want y'all to see if y'all can mend that. I mean, but I know some things it's hard. I know it's a hard road
No,
sometimes.
it is, but I hope so too. I really do. I love her.
Hmm.
I really do, and I valued our relationship, and
Right.
that value that I place on the relationship, it hadn't stopped. It's just hard to see, us moving forward after certain things, but that doesn't mean that we can't.
Yeah. Somebody said that Marcel does. May said Marcel does not want Letitia to prosper, and that's unfortunate because I think when we started this show and the
Mhm.
way they came on, and I want to say this about you too. I think the way you came in the show, you came in on a defense.
Right, most
You know
definitely,
what I'm saying?
most
You
definitely.
because at that barbecue for Tisha, you talking to Kimmy was pretty much like on the defense in
Mhm.
in Tisha's favor, And Kimmy is as straight up as anybody can be. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it would be if people don't favor you so much. I think that would be a reason why,
Mm-hmm.
because it seems like you just came in out of nowhere, and you just started talking to Kimmy like, so what? Why you said this about Tisha? And we had our thoughts about what was going on.
And I
So
get
I just, yeah, yeah, and I mean, and we just don't see her like we saw her as a mother and a stay-at-home mom and stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
But I would really like to see, and I know if Tisha sees this, I would just really like to see a lot of support from Marcel, because in the
Right.
preview they talked about how Tisha has done so much for their business
Mm-hmm.
and got them to a multi-million-dollar status. Now Marcel is just ready to come in and just take it all away and take
Right.
credit for it. And I was like,
That's
no,
kind
like,
of ish right there that I be in her ear about, cursing him the hell out, and she'll be taking
mm,
back to him. That's the kind. See, that's the real reason why I think he don't want me around, because he knows that I hold the power to be here about stuff that she really needs to not let him sweet talk her into believing.
right, right. Because I was like, just, I thought that was, like she went to school, and I thought it was so disrespectful when she got
Mm-hmm.
rich, when she got her license. And
Mm-hmm.
he was like, I thought you was just doing that for a hobby.
Yeah, for fun.
I
For
was like, what?
mm-hmm.
So I can see how, like, Tisha, your cousin, you love your cousin, you want the best for her. So I
Mm-hmm.
could see how you and Marcel would bump heads, because that would be anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, that could be anybody that's going against my sister and my brother. I'm going to have the same energy. So I understand that. I understand it.
Yeah.
But I really want, I think we all want to see Tisha really level up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know how Mel goes at it with Martell and doesn't stop 10 toes
Right.
down? Like, I think we're waiting on that moment.
Yeah, I can see
And
that.
and honestly, I feel like she will pull so many more of us in if she
Mm-hmm.
just, you know, because he said some things. He said some things.
Mm-hmm. He has. He has. And he ain't no joke, boy. At all.
Wow. Well, I think that I mean, I know that I am ready for this season.
Me too.
Um for those of you who are in here, we are zooming Saturday night at 8:30 Central after Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's on my social media, the links and everything, and I'll be reposting it. Um KeKe, this has been wonderful.
Absolutely.
After I finally got you down,
I
situated.
know.
Let me ask before I go. Is
Oh,
there anybody in here that wanted to ask a question before I go? If you have a
yeah.
question for KeKe, let me know, and then I can ask her, and we can go from there. But until then, I'm excited for this season. Congratulations on being a cast member. I am very happy, and I'm just excited to see what's going to happen.
I know, me too. I really am. I'm excited to see how things play out. I'm excited even to see how things are gonna play out, when we start back filming.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause y'all have already completed 10 shows, correct?
I don't know how many shows,
Oh,
honestly.
okay.
Because we've done a million scenes. So I have no
Okay.
how many shows. We don't even know what's gonna be on what show. We don't know.
Okay. Miss Z says, will we see your husband and your kids?
If they don't cut it, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now your husband is not a permanent cast member. Is that why we didn't see you in the promos?
Yeah. They want it
Okay,
covered.
because I was wondering.
Yeah, they covered.
After I read that it was Stormy and her husband and Tiffany and Lou, and then it said Keke Jabbar, and I was like, why is she not in this promo?
Yeah. They wanted to do couples, and that
Okay. Well, it don't matter. You the cast member, so that's fine.
crown me the queen.
I know, right? I'm so excited. So so how how are you and your husband? Y'all are good. Are y'all gonna have scenes or any stress? I'm not trying to get all the way into your business, but I do want to know.
We should have some scenes. Um, we should. We filmed, you know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
hopefully we will have some scenes in there. You know, they'll show a little bit more about my life and a little bit more of my husband and forecast next. Who knows? We'll see.
Okay. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let everybody know where they can follow you if they are not already following you.
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram at KeKe Jabbar, KeKe Jabbar, and you can follow me on at Nikesha Dawson Jabbar. Again, that's Nikesha Nekeshia Dawson Dawson hyphen Jabbar Jabbar.
And that's for Facebook?
Yes, that's for Facebook.
Okay. Okay, because it broke up.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if no one has any more questions, I'm going to let KeKe go. And thank you. You have on your A&M shirt.
Yes, my Alabama
Yay!
Bulldog and the bracelet.
For life. I love it. I love it. When I come back to Huntsville, I'm
Got her.
definitely going to contact you and let you know so I can meet you, because
Please.
you're like a friend in my head.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Because we get together and we have a good time, honey.
Yes. And
And that's
everybody
gonna
in here,
always be the case.
everybody in here, and girl, we can just go down there to the black together.
Uh-huh. And have us
Every,
a drink or two.
yep, everybody in here is Team KeKe, so that's good.
All
Everybody
right
loves
now.
you.
Well,
Everybody
this
loves you.
season, let's get it, y'all. Team KeKe, let's go.
I
Let's
know
get
we are
it.
so ready for you. We are so ready. And so I'm
Thank
really,
you.
like I said, congratulations on being a permanent cast member.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back and have another conversation. Probably, I'll say this. I know you are busy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes.
maybe before you start back filming, maybe. Because
Okay.
by that time, it'll be some episodes, and I know I'll have questions.
Okay.
So before you start back filming, we'll meet up again.
Okay.
So thank you everybody for being here. Oh, is the purple hearts your thing?
Yes, the purple hearts. You see some purple hearts for me? Uh-oh.
That's all I see. That's it.
Yes. That's my thing. 100%. The purple hearts. Thank y'all.
I mean, it's everywhere. They love
Purple is
it.
my favorite color, you know. So they
Oh, okay.
always do purple hearts to show love for me. I love it. Thank y'all.
Well, they are definitely showing love.
I love that. I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
And so, and 601 Diva says she can't wait. She says she can't wait to see more KeKe this season, like all of us. So I'm going to say goodbye to KeKe, and you have a good day. And thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely, Millichun. Absolutely.
Well, I'll talk.
Love you, girl.
Bye-bye. Talk to you
And
later.
I love y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, y'all, that was fantastic, right? I hope I asked enough questions. Oh, Carolyn, you came in too late. I didn't ask about her mom. But she did say that her husband and her kids were filmed, so we don't know if they've made the show yet, right? So we'll have to wait and see that. So hopefully we'll see that. But I really appreciate you all for being here today. Thank you so much for coming in. And look out for the Zoom information, because I would love for all of y'all to be on Zoom with us Saturday night. Right? That would be awesome. So if you do come, make sure you have your drinks and your snacks and everything, and be ready to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville and anything else that comes up. So it's your girl Millichun, and thank y'all for being here. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.